Hey guys, welcome to Sip and Murder, where I give you the best true crime movies, books and documentaries, all connected by the same murderer. If you haven't heard of this criminal, then you've been living under a rock. So grab your drink and let's go. If you have Netflix, then you'll know the name Ed Gein, who was notorious for the gruesome treatment of his victims' corpses, which was spurned on with the obsession of his deceased mother, Augusta. Monster, the Ed Gein story, made headlines in 2025 when it was first released on Netflix. Now, if you're a true crime fanatic like I am, then there is no way that you didn't watch this, so I won't waste a lot of time on it. As you'll find online, it received very, very mixed reviews. The series was accused of completely twisting the truth and using the crimes as a base to completely sensationalize Ed Gein's crimes with overly gruesome and over-sexualized scenes. If you're into gruesome scenes and over-the-top dark crimes, then you'll probably enjoy this. But if you're a history and fact lover like me, then don't invest too much trust into this one. For instance, they portray that Ed Gein murdered his brother. This was rumoured at the time, but was never proved, so beware of that. Ed Gein's crimes, which occurred in Plainfield, Wisconsin in 1957, tore the local community apart with its horrific details and scenes that were discovered in his home. Later, investigators pieced the truth together. Ed had been digging up graves, taking bodies from the local cemetery. Experts would explain that he used them to build a world of his own. A historian described it simply: he was trying to bring someone back. This something? His mom, Augusta. The details of these crimes have been the inspiration for some of the most culturally prolific horror movies of all time. For my younger viewers, I'll do a brief review of these movies, which became the groundwork for the horror and crime movies that we all watch today. Movies like Psycho, with the character Norman Bates, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and The Silence of the Lambs and its character Buffalo Bill, borrowed from his crimes. Each film twisted pieces of his life into new nightmares. Psycho by Alfred Hitchcock in 1960, the lead character Norman Bates was based on Gein, a misfit, a loner, an oddball who runs a motel. The obsessive behaviour with his deceased mother is the main component of the movie. This movie is the horror movie that began it all, with its distinctive music for the famous shower scene, and the twist at the end makes this movie a must-see for all horror and crime fans. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre by Tobe Hooper in 1974. According to People.com, the character Leatherface was fully inspired by Gein. The character's distinctive trademark of wearing his victim's skin as a mask was an inspiration from Gein's crimes. While Leatherface is fictional, the movie incorporates elements of Gein's life, such as the use of human remains and a disturbed individual living in isolation. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise has been a major staple for horror fans across decades. Silence of the Lambs by Jonathan Demme in 1991. Buffalo Bill in this movie was fascinated by skin and used his victims to make clothing, which he called his woman suit. The graphic nature of his crimes is an obvious nod to Gein. Though the character himself only has a small screen time, the story itself circles around his crimes. This leads me to my favourite section: books. Silence of the Lambs was adapted from the novel of the same name by Thomas Harris in 1988. This is regarded as one of the best psychological thrillers ever written, so it's a must-have in your crime library. I often find the book is better than the movie, and trust me, this one does not disappoint. Now, because of the notoriety of Gein's crimes, there are endless books and documentaries on him, so I won't bore you with a full list, but I'll give you my top picks to get you through your crime binge. Number 1, The Ed Gein File, A Psycho's Confession and Case Documents by John Borowski. I love this because he actually uses old case files, police reports, psychiatric notes, you name it, to support the information, so it's less sensationalized and sticks more to facts. If you're also a true crime lover, then you'll eat this book up too. Number 2 is Deviant by Harold Schechter. This one is actually written by a true crime expert, so you know why I love it. This book is considered a definitive biography of Gein, so make sure you add it to your library. Finally, number 3, this particular one is called Did You Hear What Ed Gein Done? By Eric Powell. This one is incredibly researched and cleverly illustrated, so it's a must read on Gein. If you like my recommendations on Sipping Murder, then please drop a comment and I'd be glad to do part 2 if you guys fancy it. Just like and share Sipping Murder and I'll get to work.